Hello, how are you doing? Today I'm talking about free versus paid, lead magnets, customer and client resentment, and the balance of giving and asking. And so the reason I'm talking about this is because I've been seeing, it's been popping up quite a bit this week. People are kind of really stressing about the free thing that they're giving or how much they're giving and really putting a lot of emphasis on it, right? And then what I've seen is that another argument where some people are arguing that they give so much away for free, and they've listened to that advice from different people who say give everything away for free, and they are frustrated and therefore a bit resentful because they're giving everything away for free and they're not seeing the sales in return. They're not seeing that balance, right? And a perfect example was I was talking to a friend yesterday and he was like, he's ready to do this video series free sequence, right? I'm sure you've seen them. I think it's like a 3 video series, and then they pitch in the 4th video to either buy a course, or for him, in his case, it's to work with his with him one-on-one in a coaching package. And he was getting really worked up over not wanting to be like every other marketer, not wanting to be like the digital marketers who are really good at marketing but aren't giving enough value in terms of their free content. And I also talked with another friend who was like, what is the free thing that I need to give that will, it's the absolute most necessary process for them to get further steps ahead into achieving their goal? And I'm like, guys, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're making it about this free value, and it's not so much as give everything away for free as it is about having the balance between free versus paid, right? Giving versus asking. How I do it, I'm sure you've seen me talk about it many times, all the time. I feel like I'm just smacking my head against the wall by now, is that I give and I ask. I give a lot of free content, but I also sell at the same time. I sell every day. I also give a shit ton of content for free every day. And that has created a really good balance for me. In the past, I used to give a lot of free content, tons of free content, and only ask for the sale every couple of months, maybe, and feel really awkward about it. And I felt it myself, growing this little bit of resentment and frustration towards my own audience. I was like, why aren't they buying? I give so much free stuff. And I've seen my own friends and different people in the industry complaining about that lately. And I'm like, is it actually their fault, or are you super out of balance with how you're giving and asking, right? Because when I was focusing more on giving, all the free content, whatever, I wasn't asking for a sale. So that's my fault. It's not theirs. It's no one else's. If you're deciding to be super unbalanced with your free content, right? And you're tending to focus more on what you're giving away for free as opposed to creating a balance between the two, that's on you. That's not on anyone else, right? And so I want you to think about your lead magnets. Lead magnet, in case you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's like a free opt-in that you get people to sign up for to become a subscriber on your list. I want you to think less about them being the thing, even though they do help, they do get the people onto your list, right? But I want you to focus less on that and more on you and how you're showing up and what energy you're living in, right? And how you're teaching your content. Because that's what keeps people there. That's what keeps people on your list. That's what keeps people in your Facebook group. That's what keeps people wanting to hear from you over and over again through whatever platform they choose to hear you from, right? That's the thing that keeps them there. It's not necessarily the free opt-in that they downloaded. If it was a free video or a free ebook or, I don't know, a free template, it got them there, but it's not what's going to keep them there. And I think it's so important that you remember that, right? You need to remember that it's you who keeps them there. And I don't know, some of you might be more geared towards being a personal brand. That's definitely what I tend to focus more on being. I'm a personal brand, so they show up for me. But you might be more of a product-based business. You might be more focused on the business being the main focus. That's fine. But it's you, your energy, how you teach, the vibe you have. That's what's going to be the thing that keeps them there, that like makes them attracted to you and a magnet, right? So in terms of lead magnets, free versus paid, my challenge towards you now is this. If you were to never ever create one again, right, say you've already got enough or at least one, how would you continue to show up and display your energy and to display your vibe, your expertise, who you are towards them without doing a freebie? Because how I've done this, right, I've given a lot of free downloads and stuff away over the years, and I still recommend to do it. Like if you're brand new, you definitely want to display your expertise by creating one. But most of you have been around a while, and I've given tons away. And so what I created was a free resource library, right? Which is a great lead magnet. But that's not the actual thing I focus on anymore. Although it does attract a lot of people, the place where I continue to give a lot of value and show up is my Facebook group. So it's the Society of Wealthy Businesswomen, right? I don't have a specific lead magnet for that. People find it through different things. Like if they sign up to the resource library, they get in through that. If they come to my website, they can see it like in a banner over there. That's how I continue to show up for free and give a lot of value in my Facebook group. But that is not me focusing on like lead magnets or on like this specific amount of information that is free and then this 10% of information that isn't free, so they have to pay for it. Like, it's not me focusing on that. I show up in my group and on, you know, on Instagram and email or whatever, but I show up in my group, I give value, but I also make sales. And that's the balance that I've created that I fully recommend everyone to do, but especially you, because I just don't see how it's sustainable to be giving so much for free and then only asking for a return compensation once in a blue moon, maybe once every 3 months or maybe once a year. I've seen some people don't do that once a year. It just feels like an out of balance pattern. It feels actually like a feast or famine pattern. And then I'm seeing people get resentful and frustrated, like how I used to feel, and blaming it on other things, but it's not. It's that you haven't got the balance there and you're focusing too much on the free things. If you're really worried about that, the whole selling every day as well as giving, remember that you give so much already. I know it. You give a ton and you get to be compensated for it in return because it is your birthright, because you deserve it. You deserved it before you even started giving anyway. But because you show up, you are one of the few who dares to be different, who dares to live in their purpose, who dares to go after the things that they really want and do it. You dare to do it. So of course you get to be compensated for that. How do people think you run a business? You run it by showing up. You run it by selling. You run it by making money. You can't keep running a business that doesn't make money. Stop getting so hung up on the free stuff. And like, it has to be perfect and it has to be like this and it has to be this amount, you know, this many pages or this length of video, because they stay for your energy, right? They stay for you. They might sign up for the free thing, but they stay for you. And so that's what I want you to focus more on. Being connected to you, to your energy, how you choose to show up and being that, right? Hopefully that makes sense. All right. I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you later.